So hey guys, it's Klaus. Klaus is doing video about map tactics and is going to try and do lots of different maps and start with maps that are frustrating to play if you play with a team of stupids and fun to play if you play with a team of good players. And some maps are harder than others. Klaus is starting with Fisherman's Bay, a map where a lot of players do not know where to go. And we're going to do some map tactic discussion here. So let's talk about map tactics. Okay, so Fisherman's Bay, let's look at map here. And really, there's 4 places you can fight on this map. Let's look at first place is the 1 line. Now this is, you're on your own. You have your own fight here. There's ridge line here that separates 1 line from rest of the map. So sometimes players go in this area and they can move up, push enemy and win enemy side, and then they control this side of enemy. Or if you spawn on green side, you push down here, you control, take over enemy, and then you can control enemy side here. So it's a linear fight, and at first, team that wins is team with view range and good front armor. Or if you have scout that rushes right to enemy side here, and you can shoot them. Or if you spawn on red side, you go right to enemy side and you can shoot them. So 1 line is linear fight on its own. 8-9 line is second place you can fight on this map and is almost the same as 1 line, but there's lots more cover. If there's scumbags in game, maybe you want to go and have more cover here. But it's a little bit different because if you move in here and you start winning 8-9 line, and then you pass halfway, well, then you have enemies that are in middle can shoot you inside because there's no ridge lines here. Same as if you spawn on green side, you fight in city and you win and you start moving past halfway, then enemies in middle will shoot you inside. So it's not like 1 line is isolated. You can go all the way down. If you fight 8-9 line, once you pass halfway, you have to be careful of enemies in middle. Can shoot you. So you pass halfway, it's maybe a good idea to go all the way around. Or if you're coming from north, you pass halfway, it's a good idea to go all the way around. Or when you get to halfway, you have to deal with enemies in middle, which is third place you can fight on this map. And Klaus thinks that middle area is where you can have biggest impact on game and maybe get highest XP per game when you play this map. Now, so if you spawn on green side, you can rush to middle areas here and spot enemies in the south. This is all open, you can spot them. Or from middle, you can support 8-9 line. Only thing you can't do from middle is help 1 line because there's ridge line here. Same as if you spawn on red. You come to middle. You can spot all this open area. You can support 8-9 line. And you can move around when you're in middle. If you're on west side of middle and east side needs help, you move east and west. And middle controls the map. If you start game and nobody goes to middle and enemy sends people in middle, you usually lose. A fourth area you can fight on this map is just the bushes and rocks around the base here and here. This is where the useless stupids go, to wait all game to die and do nothing. So don't be a useless stupid and just sit at spawn here. If you're sitting right here behind this rock, you can't shoot anybody until your team loses the middle or this side and enemies cross the middle. Or if you lose this side and enemies get here, you just sit there all game waiting. And if your team wins, you sit there all game and do nothing. Same as on this side, if you just sit around on rocks. Biggest mistake Klaus sees on this map is a huge clusterfuck of stupids just camping here all game doing nothing, right? Just waiting all game for rest of team to do something and then die at the end, get surrounded. Or a whole clusterfuck of stupids just sitting here in these bushes. And this happens all the time. Half the team just sits here and waits until your team loses all the middle and side and enemies get here, 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 and they push down there and then you're surrounded like useless stupids and then you die. See that all the time. So don't just sit. If you go to this side, try and win one line. If you go there, try and win the 1 line. So on this map, if you control middle, and you win either this side or this side, you usually win. You win one or two of these sides, the 8-9 line or the 1 line, and control middle, then you win game. In the first 30 seconds of game, Klaus can tell you if you're going to win or lose or have tough game on this map. So Klaus is going to play spawning on green side, has big, slow, heavy tank, and is going to go in middle and try and control game from middle. So let's watch game and see what happens. You can tell Klaus if he's full of bullshit or not when you watch game. Okay, so here we are back in game, and Klaus has made minimap extra big so you can see what's going on. Now look, Klaus can already tell that our team is going to win this game. Look at VK2801 has pushed 1 line all the way down 1 line and has lots heavy tanks moving to 1 line so they can go shoot whoever VK spots. So 1 line is going to be in good shape. There's already some tanks going to middle on Klaus's team, you can see this. And there's not many going to buildings, but that's okay because we have tanks in middle. So Klaus thinks we're going to win 1 line, control middle, and probably not win the city, the 8-9 line. Now, our team in middle has already spotted a useless stupid. This guy, Klaus is going to shoot him, who decided to just sit near spawn and wait to die and not help team. Now, this is what you should not do. He disappeared, but Klaus shoot him again. Okay, so look at minimap here. Klaus's team has total control of center line, and 1 line is spotted by VK. Okay, so Klaus's team is already killing stupids, and enemy team is winning 8-9 line. They're winning city side, but now you see that guy passed halfway, and Klaus here is going to get shots on their side. So our team have control of middle and 1 line. And Klaus is in middle and waiting for these guys in city. Now they're probably feeling pretty good. Look, they're winning city. They've got their whole team. All red team is in city. They're going to win city. And they're feeling pretty good because they're going to win city. But that's okay because Klaus's team has people in the middle. So now let's watch Super Klaus shoot some of these stupids that pass halfway because they're going to win city and that they're not really going to know what to do, and they're going to just keep driving forward because, you know, they press W, they drive forward, they get halfway, they might as well keep going is what they're going to do. There they are. There they're coming. Now from middle, you can shoot. Well, you can miss. You can miss them, but you can also take shots. Now they've passed halfway. See, T-34 IS-6, Klaus have to line them up. Where are they? Come on. Just move, get the right angle here. There's few buildings in the way, but eventually, Klaus promise. Come on, Klaus. Have to go shoot some of these guys. They're getting a little bit too aggressive. They pass halfway. And enemy armor is damaged. So they're winning city side, aren't they? But look at 1 line. 1 line is lost. Klaus's team has taken over 1 line and now controls that half of map. And these guys are pushing past halfway, and penetration is what you get from Klaus when you pass halfway. Klaus, look at teammates picking map, you know, telling Klaus to go, oh, go get them in city. You do not have to drive in city to shoot them. You just have to get close in these bushes. Maybe come a little bit close here. Take care of you. Hello! So they're winning city. And there's 1, 2, 3 enemies still sitting at spawn. T-29 is one of the useless stupids sitting way south. Look at him down there. Klaus trying to take shots at these guys, but they're too far away. Might as well concentrate on these stupids. And get another shot here. Enemy is hit. Target lost. Now they dropping like flies. Look at score, 11-4. In first 30 seconds of game, Yukito, here's another one. Just a second here. Claus takes a shot at him. Penetration. Klaus's team won one side and controlled middle. There's nothing the enemy can do when they are blessed with 3 or 4 stupids that camp at base and people that play on city that go past halfway, not know what they're doing. So excellent teamwork by Klaus's team, and this is easy win. In first 30 seconds of game, it was already a win. Klaus not going to get any more shots here, so let's look at post-game stats and see how Klaus did from middle of map. Okay, so Klaus's win high caliber medal here. You wouldn't have thunk it. Let's look at team score. Oh, look, Klaus is on top. Over 3,500 damage. And look at this damage spread. A lot of Klaus' team did damage because Klaus's team took middle of map and pushed one side hard. VK here, who rushed down one line. He only did 500 damage or so, but look, over 1,000 damage upon detection. Fantastic job scouting. And lots of players that did a good amount of damage. Whereas sometimes when you have a team of players that just camps at base or not really know what to do and don't go in middle, you get a lot of zeros. Klaus not trying to slag any of these players, but maybe if they watch a little bit of map tactic videos and learn a little bit about where to go on different maps, you can have much better game. Thank you all for watching. Let Klaus know in the comments whether you think this is helpful or any other maps you want Klaus to do map tactic video about. And share a video if you want other stupids to learn a little bit too. And maybe even subscribe to Klaus' channel to help Klaus out. Thank you all for watching. You're all epic.